Ahora está con nosotros Guillermo Díaz, él es CIO de Cisco, quien nos va a platicar de un tema muy interesante. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Great. How's everything going at this Cisco Life?
Estoy muy orgulloso de estar aquí en Cancún, en Cisco Live.
Thank you, thank you. Well, there's a lot of topics around digital transformation. Can you tell us, please, what has been the traditional role of IT, and how do you think it compares to where we are today?
Well, I think, IT in the past has always been looked at as those people behind in the back office. They're fixing the PCs, they're fixing problems. And I think that's part of our job. But I think the role of IT is now expected to be more of a business partner. Be a business partner, help me solve business problems. And I know for me and my team, is the business is expecting us to help solve problems, is to think critically, to go after real issues. Yes, we bring technology to the table. Technology is the foundation, but it's really about how do we solve today's problems and tomorrow's problems using technology, and that's the value that we bring. Is now we're in the boardroom, we're not in the back room anymore. So I think this is the new role of IT.
That's why today the motto of this Cisco Live is superheroes, the IT superheroes.
Yeah. I'm the igniter, this
yeah,
one.
oh, okay. So where do you see Cisco IT in 3, 5, or 10 years?
Wow. In 10 years, hopefully, I'm on a beach in Hawaii somewhere. But I think the role of IT, Cisco IT is now, we're transforming not just the technology, but our business. And we're very close partners with many of our businesses, with whether it's sales or marketing or human resources. So there's a lot of new things coming out. You hear about artificial intelligence, you hear about cloud. Well, I think the role is bringing all of that technology together. And I call it the future IT. And the future IT is where you have APIs, and you have cloud native, and you have artificial intelligence, and you have autonomous operations, meaning self-driving operations. But it's all of that connected. But there's only one way to connect that, and that's through the network. The network is the most pervasive and the most secure way to bring all that together, including the people. You can't do it without the network. So our role is today and in the next 3 years. I'm not even saying 5 because time passes so fast. So in the next 3 years, we have to bring all that together. And the network, the intuitive network, is how we're going to do that.
Yeah, because it's learning all the time.
It's learning because it's, you're taking the content, right? We're developing data every day. Data's being established every day. So it's this content. And what we're doing is we're giving it context so that when you come in, we give that data someplace. It's intelligent data now. It's intelligence. It's turning from just dumb data to smart data. And then we know the intent of why do you want to get access to that data? Who are you? And what do you want to see? What do we want you to see? And that's the intent. So it's the content given context and understanding the intent, and that's what the intuitive network does. And this is why I strongly believe Cisco IT and any IT organization is the one place in the organization, in the company, that all of that comes together. We're the center of all of the action, right?
And what differentiates Cisco from other IT companies now and from the future?
Well, I think Cisco, again, we started our roots as the network company, right? We come at things from the infrastructure up, the network. But what we're learning now, what we've learned, especially in the last 3 years, is the way that business gets done is through an application. and having visibility to the application, all the way from a business process to the application, to the network, to the data center, Cisco is the one company that can bring that all together. We acquired a company called App Dynamics, which allows us to have visibility at the business process layer. We have a capability called tetration, which looks very deep into the network to understand what is going on, what are the patterns I should be looking at, how do I self-heal myself in my own environment. We have security visibility through Stealth Watch, and we're able to really detect problems and security issues before they even happen. So all the way down from the top to the bottom, the only company that could really do that is Cisco. And the good news is I get to work on all of that stuff inside of Cisco. So we're putting that all together to run a $50 billion company.
What about the future of the IT employee?
Oh, the future of the IT employee, it's so immense for us. I have to increase my own skills every day just to keep up. If you think about the future skill or the future employee of IT, is you could actually be the future employee of IT because you bring something to the table, and if we can bring through the intuitive network your skills, and we can combine your skills and my skills to create something, an outcome that's unprecedented, that's the power, I think, is I think everyone ends up becoming an employee of IT because technology is the future, technology is the foundation. But specifically on the kinds of skills that we need, we did a study. I chartered a team within our marketing organization. I asked them to go talk to 400 top executives, business and IT. And what they said was that what they're really looking for is IT to bring business acumen, critical thinking, and problem solving. That's the number one thing that they said. The number two thing is, you guys are already technical. So help me solve my problems because you understand the technology, but help me articulate the value. Help me drive the outcomes and help me make sure that I'm running my business. So I think the future employee really needs to think about that. But I do want to just say a couple things about technical skills. What we learned was that cloud was number one. Even though I feel like security is number one, what they said was being able to move fast, and they thought the cloud could drive that. Security is number two, but I needed automation skills. I needed to really think about not just how do I go and implement a new server, but how do I drive simplification through automation? And how can I take a business process from 8 weeks down to minutes to be able to improve to move faster, to be more agile in our company, right?
Oh, very interesting. I guess you're right because at the end, the new generations obviously need to learn code and everything. So we're gonna be like a mix of.
Think about it. My kids, I know they tell me how to run my phones and even my network at home, right? They help me with that. So the number one pipeline for us in Cisco IT of hiring is the university pipeline. And I'm telling you, they bring an energy to dinosaurs like me so that we can move faster. Now, when you combine the knowledge of someone that is a little bit more mature, plus the energy that we bring and the digital skills that come with the university pipeline, is you create something very powerful. And the innovation just starts to roll.
It's a great combination.
It's a great combination.
So what excites you most of the future of IT?
The future of IT, and the way I describe it, is if you think about this, again, the network intuitive, bringing it all together. is you bring the best resources, regardless of organizational boundary. So the best possible resources working in an agile and dynamic way to move fast, continually innovating to drive unprecedented outcomes. And those four things are the future IT. But again, the only way it comes together is when I can take your skills plus my skills, plus the code that you do and the code that I do, and the infrastructure, and whether it's a cloud or some other data center, if we can put all of that knowledge together and innovate, you and I can drive a lot of great outcomes together, because you're smart, I'm kind of smart, and together we can really make something good, right?
And we can be the superheroes of the IT.
You could be the superheroes. I'll be the igniter. You could be the code creator.
Guillermo, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. So would you like to add something else, to share something else to us?
No, I just think that the future of IT has never been more critical for IT to step up in every company. We're the heart of the organization. We're the one place in the company where it all comes together, from the business to the application to the data to the infrastructure. IT, and if you look at this right here in front of us, it says you're it, you're IT. Mm-hmm. We're it. And so I think that we have a great future for those of you that are in IT profession. This is the time. From now, and we're building the future IT right now.
Well, thank you very much for your time. Este fue Guillermo Díaz platicando un poco sobre su visión en el mundo de IT y cómo el lograr combinar los skills que tenemos hoy en día y lo que vendrá después será una gran combinación. Nosotros seguimos aquí en Cisco Live Latinoamérica 2017.